All right, my name is Austin Partain with William Ravis Real Estate here in Quincy. This is my first podcast. We're going to call it the South Shore Real Estate Podcast. We're going to talk about all kinds of things that are happening throughout the South Shore. Today specifically, we're going to talk about Quincy. The market is changing drastically, and it has been over the last few years. The city is changing, a lot of new developments, a lot of new stuff coming to the city. So today I have Tom Anacone, right? I pronounced that right? Anacone, yep. All right. The owner of Craig's Cafe in Quincy Center. He's been there for several years now. So I thought it would be interesting to see from a business owner's perspective what their view is of Quincy and how things have changed for their business. So Tom, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into the business. We just found out we went to college together, which is kind of wild.
Small college.
Yeah, too. Yeah, I know.
Growing up, I always liked to cook, so yeah. I kind of started in restaurants. That was my first job, started as a dishwasher.
Yep.
Moved up from there. Kind of knew that's where I wanted to go. Yeah. I guess you could say it's my blood. My grandfather owned a restaurant too.
Oh, okay.
So
that was kind of the natural progression,
I guess it's natural.
Yeah.
So then I went to school for hotel restaurant management.
Okay.
Champlain College.
Yeah.
We'll give them a little plug. And then after that I knew I wanted to own my own restaurant. Yeah. I didn't know kind of where to go, what to do.
So it's a tough business to get into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's tough hours too. Yeah. You got to love it if you're going to do it.
Right.
So I worked at the Hyatt at the airport, the Hyatt Harborside, for 4 years.
Okay.
And I was always kind of looking for business, but didn't know what I wanted, where I wanted it. So then I was on Business Buy Sell, and I found Craig's Cafe in Quincy Center. And it was a small little cafe. They did Monday through Friday breakfast and lunch. Mm-hmm. So then I looked at it and I saw it. I said, okay, I could do this.
Yeah.
They didn't have any weekends, so I thought that was more potential business for me.
Sure.
And then the selling point was really it was a decent price that I knew I could afford.
Yeah.
Without getting myself in over my head.
Did you know anything about Quincy at the time when you found this?
Well, location? So then I went and talked to the chamber. And they were, that's when they said, well, there's a whole redevelopment for downtown, and it's right in the heart, and the cafe is right in, as you know, right in the construction. Yeah. So and they kind of sold me on it, like, this is where you want to be. And I was like, yeah, you know what, come in, sustain the business, and then evolve with it. And we've kind of done that all along. We were just...
What year was that?
2011.
Okay.
So that was right before Streetworks took over.
All right.
Yeah. We won't talk about that.
I think we should talk about it.
Yeah. So I saw potential. I saw potential in the business. It had kind of been run down by the previous owners.
Yeah.
So just turn that around and then kind of evolve with the construction. And I'm all for the construction. I think it's really going to make a difference in Quincy. I think it has made a difference in Quincy.
Well, since 2011, I think I actually moved to Quincy myself. Maybe 2011 actually, or 2012, and now late 2017, going into 2018, I've seen a tremendous change in the downtown area. Not just the infrastructure or some of these new developments that are coming up, but just the overall population, the people that are downtown. So when you first came into Quincy, you had high hopes for all this new development. Were you worried? Were you concerned? Was there a lot of pressure? I mean.
Well, as a new business owner, I was pretty scared. It's pretty scary. I mean, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things you just kind of wing for the first year.
Sure.
I got to figure this out.
Yeah.
And then once the construction did start, you heard about the construction. There were meetings about the construction. Yeah. And then once, the hole was dug behind Bank of America for now where West of Chestnut is. Yeah. It was like, okay, we're going. And then.
So that obviously was exciting for you to see. Yeah,
that was really exciting to see. And then we had the delay where the hole just sat there for a while. But Quincy Fire Mutual picked that up, and actually, once I knew that Quincy Fire Mutual picked it up, I know that they're vested in Quincy, and their building's beautiful. They do a nice job.
Yeah.
I knew something was going to go in there, so that made me feel a little bit better. And then from there, it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it was a little concerning there for a little while with Streetwise, a company that was brought in to really redevelop the city, rehab it, bring it back to what it used to be, and then all of a sudden, the finances kind of fell through, and now the city's scrambling. When, over the first couple of years as the city is changing, was there anything that because actually when they were doing all that construction, you didn't have. Now you have a massive sidewalk outside, a nice little outdoor seating area.
Yeah.
I mean, prior to that, with all that construction going on, was it tough to keep people coming in the door? I mean,
luckily we have loyal customers.
Yeah.
Most of our customers do come. It's funny, we have two different demographics. We have the midweek customers and the weekend customers. And the midweek customers were here anyways because they're working in the area.
Yeah.
So they keep us going during the week and they give us a really good amount of business.
Yeah.
And then our weekend customers, luckily, a lot of the construction was only going on Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So people could still get to the cafe on the weekend.
How were you finding your customers when you first bought the business in the first few years?
We had some a lot of word of mouth,
Yeah.
Facebook, and a lot of Facebook posts.
Yeah.
Mostly social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of word of mouth, though.
Yeah. And again, I think in the last couple of years, finally the infrastructure there in Quincy Center has really been completed for the most part. You have west of Chestnut, you have Clifton Place, you have some other developments that are getting started.
Deco, one T-stop away.
1022 Hancock, that was redeveloped, 999 Hancock. So you have all this new development. What happened? Have you seen any change in the business since all this new development has really taken shape and new residents are coming in?
Yeah, we definitely have seen a change.
Yeah.
We've definitely seen a pop in business.
Yeah.
It's funny, when you talk to a lot of the business owners, we're not seeing as much as we were expecting.
Yeah.
But I kind of relate that, with talking to people, I think a lot of it is that most of the people moving into these buildings are coming from downtown, so they're working downtown. They hop on the T, they go into work.
Yeah.
They have business meetings after work. They're getting dinner in the city and then coming out.
Yeah.
So I really think we have to do our job of training them. Like, hey, Quincy's a great spot to be.
Yep.
We do have a bunch of good dining options for you. We just have to get them into that mindset that hey, I'm going to head home and have dinner at home.
Right. Yeah.
Because a lot of people will say that you'll see a bunch of Ubers pull up, for example, to west of Chestnut.
Yeah.
At like 10 o'clock at night, and they're getting out because they're coming in from the city.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. If they're working in the city,
Sure.
it's easy. They have they can have a business meeting for dinner.
Yeah.
And then have dinner right there.
Yeah. And from a real estate perspective, a lot of the clients that I'm working with who are moving from the city, they're not that familiar with Quincy. So they don't really know what some of the good restaurants are, like Craig's Cafe. They don't know maybe what the hours are. They don't know it's a really good option. They just know the downtown area. How do you try and overcome that? I mean, is there anything that you're doing to try and put yourself in front of them? I mean,
yeah, we try to catch when the new building's opening, we try to get our menus or some sort of a coupon, a welcome letter into their welcome package that they give them.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So it usually it says welcome to Quincy,
Yeah.
and we actually just say, downtown actually has a lot of dining options for you, and stop in and check us out too.
Sure.
But not trying to just say just come to us,
Yeah.
but just share the wealth, come in and because as downtown Quincy becomes a dining destination, the more I really think a lot of people get nervous about all the competition.
That actually leads right into my next question.
Okay.
So there has been quite a few restaurants that have come in.
Yes.
They're trying, they want to be hip, they want to trend, or be trendy rather. How do you compete with something like that? How do you make sure that you stay relevant?
You change.
Yeah.
You listen to your customers.
Yeah, absolutely.
For example, my dinner menu has completely changed from when we first opened.
Okay.
When we first opened for dinner, we do dinner Wednesday through Saturday nights. We opened with more of an Italian menu because there wasn't really an Italian. We didn't see too much.
There wasn't. There
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
There used to be a little Italian shop behind my office.
Yep.
And
what
which
was that called?
I can't.
Italy's little kitchen.
And she left.
they
I
left.
think she just got a little older and couldn't run it.
Yeah. So we were like, all right, we'll put an Italian place downtown, but it's kind of hard to sell Italian at a place called Craig's Cafe.
Yeah.
So now we've kind of evolved and we're switched over to more of a neighborhood pub kind of grill menu.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can stop in. We still have a couple of our signature Italian dishes.
Yeah.
But you can get a burger if you want to come in. We have steak tips. We have some seafood.
I mean, I think the setup that you have is great. When I think cafe, I think you have a good mix. You have the pub feel with the bar there and some beers on tap, some fantastic food, but you also still have the diner cafe look as well with the furniture and everything that you have.
Which is something we've kind of been evolving with too.
Yeah.
It's like if you saw Craig's 3 years ago, it looked totally different.
Yeah.
And we've kind of been. I say we like to construct with our construction going on outside too.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be done.
It feels that way, at least, But now, did you have a website? Was there a website when you first bought the business?
There was a website.
There was, okay. Have you done anything with that at all?
Yes, we have. We've actually updated that.
Nice.
And we actually just had somebody in to take professional pictures to update it again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So.
And what's the website? What's the URL?
craigscafe.com.
Okay. All right. What other plans do you have? I mean, is this kind of your bread and butter? Is this your baby right now, Craig's Cafe?
Right now, yeah. It's funny, when I first took over, I thought I'd be in just for a couple of years, turn it around and get out.
Yeah.
But
you're in a fantastic location.
Exactly, and we're not done growing either. So,
right.
It is my baby. I've been there 6 years now, so it's like I don't know if I could part ways with it either.
I mean, I feel that it was
and I think it's just going to keep getting better and better as more people move in and Quincy becomes, downtown Quincy. I think it's just going to get busier and busier. The park's going to be done in the spring, right across the street. We're going to have a water fountain right across from our patio.
Yep.
Next year we'll be able to get our beer and wine license out there.
Oh, okay.
We had to wait for the construction to be completely done, and then just with the whole logistics of it, we just said, we're going to wait till next year to do this. So
I mean, I think you bought it at a prime time. You're talking about 2011, before things were really developing in Quincy. Now, over the last 3 years, just in Quincy Center, I think there's been probably nearly 1,000 units that are now occupied, I think, for the most part. And we're talking, in the next 2 years, I think about another 1,000 that are coming in. And they have plans for the next 10 years where I mean, we're talking, 3,000-5,000 new residential units coming into just the Quincy Center area.
Quincy Center, it's going to be a totally different place than it was.
Yeah. Now, did you, and I might have already asked this question, but now that these residents have moved in, they're starting to get familiar with Quincy. Are you seeing any kind of uptick in business at all?
I would definitely say we are. Not as much as, like I said, not as much as we were expecting right away, but they're starting to hang out in Quincy.
Yeah.
It probably from what I can see.
Yeah, and it probably takes some time for them to get familiar with the area.
Exactly.
Especially coming from downtown, coming to Quincy. It's a city, but obviously it's not downtown.
Right.
So you have to get used to.
Yeah. And like I said, you kind of have to train them. Like, this is what's out here. Like, come try us.
Yeah.
But definitely, we've had a really strong. Our busiest season's actually in the summer, because when a lot of restaurants slow down, we get busy in the summer because the tourists.
Yeah.
But we've definitely stayed more steady on the weekends.
Yeah.
Now that it's getting colder, usually we see a bigger drop, and we're definitely up from last year.
Yeah, that sounds, I didn't even think about that, but being next to the church there, you have the old graveyard as well, obviously the old city hall, a lot of history there, a lot of historic tours.
Right.
So that
we get a lot of, and that has actually grown too.
Yeah.
They've done a great job promoting the historical sites of Quincy.
Yeah.
We get a lot of business on the busier days in the summer when they go to get on the tour, and they're told they have 2 hours till their next tour.
Yeah.
So they have 2 hours to spend and they're right at our door front.
Sure.
So, we luck out there.
Yeah. I just remember when the sidewalk was being done and the patio was being created for you, and just. When I first started walking by there, I had been in a couple of times, wasn't as familiar, but all of a sudden, now that you had this patio, immediately the place seemed more appealing.
Yeah, it's like free advertisement.
Yeah. So, I can imagine that you were obviously extremely excited about that.
Yeah, I was definitely excited. The sidewalks went in when they were bigger than what I was expecting to, which is nice.
Yeah, and I know that the city is doing a lot of things to help the businesses. Do you know that specifically if that was created for some of the businesses right there?
Yeah, their idea was, a lot of people are like, why did they make these big sidewalks?
Yeah.
Their whole idea behind it was to bring business, make it a walking city.
Yeah.
They wanted patios, and
Sure.
They want patios, they want stuff outside in the summer, so it's vibrant and looks like it's like alive.
Yeah. And plus you're right next to the train as
right.
well, which, in my opinion, if you're going to start a business in Quincy, it's a commuter city. The people move there for convenience. I think if you're close to a train, you're probably in good shape.
Yeah. I definitely agree. That was another positive for me doing it, because now it's like people can get you by car. They might have to search a little bit for parking.
Yeah.
But there,
that's going to be changing here in about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
It seems like so far away,
right? But it will be here before we know it.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough when they start. Yeah, it's going to be rough for a couple more years, but it will get there. But we got people that come. We actually have people regulars that come in on the train on the weekends from like Dorchester, from the ponds and stuff. So
nice.
The other thing that we can do is that we the Quincy Adams, the Best Western.
Yep.
They'll send people to say, if you want to walk here, or you can walk here, get on the T, and then you can go into the center.
Oh, nice.
Stuff. So you're getting your tourists from there too.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then, we've partnered a little bit recently. We have some events coming up. I wasn't aware that, I would have the opportunity to have a restaurant, invite clients, and have these little parties, and you're catering. Tell us a little bit about that. I think that's great for people to know, especially other business. I mean, I'm pretty much self-employed, a business owner. I consider myself, I guess, to a certain extent, maybe. But I think it's a great option to be able to call you up and say, hey, I want to have a Christmas party. And
so we're definitely always open to the idea of selling out the restaurant. We've had some people on our days. So we're open Wednesday through Saturday.
What are the hours?
So the hours for dinner are 4:30 till 9 o'clock.
Okay.
But then, so the easiest thing is we're available Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for catering, and we're always welcome to have people into the cafe, just like for you guys come in.
Yeah.
Because one thing, it helps build the business. Second of all, it's new people in our door who might not have been there before, and they can see it too.
Yeah.
And then we'll work with you personally and come up with a menu that's perfect for your event, and then we'll go from there.
That's last time we did it. We did the first time home buyer thing. We had a tremendous amount. I think we had 5 people come, and that was on me because I was advertising that one. But this coming week I have about 25, 30 people, so I'm excited. If I were to get 10, I'd probably be excited to get double digits. So
you win some, you lose.
Yeah, exactly. So when are you moving to Quincy? Because I hear you don't live in the area.
No, I live out in I would love to move down to Quincy.
Yeah. I have some homes I can sell you if you're interested.
I'm actually playing the market game right now too. I'm waiting for the whole East Boston market to move into Winthrop. And then I'm waiting for my condo to go up. Hopefully in a year or two.
Okay, well, you can call me anytime if you ever have questions about anything. Is there anything else you want to add? I mean, I don't know I think we pretty much talked about, where you're coming from, how you found Quincy. Is there anything else?
I always like to say I think Quincy's a great spot.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot happening. Mm-hmm. I think from where it has come from 2011 till now, there's been a huge positive change in Quincy. It's becoming, and demographically too.
Yeah.
The young business people are moving in. It's kind of like what happened, Southeast to Dorchester. Now we're in Quincy, so it's just exciting, and it's fun to watch it happen, and it's fun to be a part of it too. But I think that we're not done yet. It's going to keep going, and the old Quincy's. It's not going to be the old Quincy anymore.
Right.
It's going to be a totally different place, and it's just exciting to be a part of.
Yeah, it must be good to have the city kind of behind your back and really just trying to do whatever they can to help business owners, but residents as well. Just the demand in general to be in Quincy is a little overwhelming to a certain extent. But that's fantastic. I'm glad that you stuck it through the tough times when things seemed like they were falling apart, and I think that Quincy has a great future, and I think that you being in the location that you're in, it's a great restaurant. Again, Craig's Cafe on Hancock Street, 1354 Hancock Street. Fantastic food, fantastic venue. So Tom, I appreciate you coming on today. You guys can find this podcast wherever podcasts are usually put. I'm not sure if there's a certain website. This is the first one for me, but I'm going to get more familiar with it. My name is Austin Partain. I'm with, I can't even say my name correctly. Let's try this again. My name is Austin Partain with William Ravis Real Estate in Quincy Center. If you ever have any real estate needs, you can contact me at 617-903-0736 or at austinpartain.com. And again, don't forget Craig's Cafe on Hancock Street in Quincy Center. Fantastic food, both breakfast and dinner. And we look forward to seeing you on the next podcast, wherever that may be.